There's half of the crew is disabled. Judy Tierney has the story.
Thanks for bringing us home, mate.
It was cause for celebration. These are the lucky 13. The crew on Aspect Computing had not only survived the treacherous conditions at sea, but had come in ninth.
Hey, Paul, I'm here. I said, where? It's dark. I said, it's always dark.
What's even more remarkable, half of Aspect's crew has a disability. Paul Borg is blind. Danny Kane, a former professional snowboarder, had a stroke 3 years ago. And Kim Jagger has lost an arm skiing. And the youngest in the race, Travis Foley, is a dyslexic. This was an adventure he'll never forget.
Oh, it was just real bumpy and there's just heaps of waves and all the waves were crashing on the deck and that.
Were you scared at all?
Yes, going across Bass Strait I was.
What were you thinking about while that was happening?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it was a bit
just to hang on.
Did you think about Mum and your family?
Yeah, I thought about my family.
And this is the man who brought them through, David Pescud, the skipper who has devoted his life to giving people with disabilities a will to take on a challenge.
We love him.
Okay, there's a limit. How was the hairdo? Nick one, Pearl one.
For 4 years, David Pescud has nurtured his crew to expect the worst at sea. Under his tutorship, he's trained them to survive the rigours of sailing in heavy weather. The boat has only minimal adjustments, like slightly higher side rails. Everything else is what you'd have to deal with on any yacht.
You either decide that you're going to let life rule you, or you're going to have a go at ruling life. And we try to have a go at getting in there.
Well, my philosophy is simple, that I don't see myself as having a disability, and I'm a yachtsman. I like ocean racing, and I've been doing it for a while. And whether or not you can't do things in a particular way is a function of your capacities as a person, whether or not you're able-bodied or you're not. And what really matters on cruise is the teamwork and how people help each other.
Like, he has a little bit of trouble, taking his harnesses and safety gear off and wet gear, so we have to sort of, help him undress a little bit. He could do it on his own, but there's so many people coming up and down changing shifts, so we help him, and then he helped me look for my things, and over here, Paul, and he was my eyes and I was his hands, and and then when we tack over, the boat leans right over. Sometimes I'm a bit slow and he pulls me up, and sometimes he's a bit slow, so I reach down and there's two of us, pulling each other up. And I really got close to this gentleman here, and I reckon he's going to be a good buddy of mine for the rest of my life.
It was really rough, big seas, 60-knot winds. Wasn't worried.
How did you handle that, though, with your disability?
You just do the best you can. I was just clinging on for dear life most of the time. There wasn't a lot I could do, really, in the rubber.
I'm a dyslexic. I can't read and write. I have a point to prove, I suppose. And like Kim has just said, we would rather demonstrate the capacity of the disabled to do rather than to can't. There's a really lovely old cliche I sort of trot out from time to time. It's something about, I'm not okay and you're not okay, and that's okay. It's okay, and we'd like to show what we can do rather than what we can't do. It's a good opportunity.
Well, yeah, it gives you a new purpose in life again, other than just working for the man.
2 years ago, I started losing my sight, and my whole world sort of ended, I've got a lovely wife in Glenda and 4 lovely kids, Susie, Tammy, Jamie and Kylie, and it just seemed that, I won't be able to see my grandkids and I won't be able to see anything else. And this opportunity, when it happened to me, it just gave me that being alive and being given a chance again, that someone cares enough to take us people out. Danny, he still can see, he can still laugh, and he can still use his one arm, and he still does the winches, he's fantastic on the boat. but we're just grateful that we get an opportunity that people like Aspect Computing and the Sailors with Disability program has gave us that chance to be somebody and someone again.
Right.
I've always been somebody, but we lost that track. I did when I lost my eyes, but I know now that I'm somebody because people care. We just got to dust the dust off and keep going, and people like David gave us that chance.
Judy Tierney reporting from Hobart. While the terms of